I'm Janet Meehan Point. I grew up in Arlington, actually born in Washington, D.C. And when I was a young girl, I was a Rock Springlet. So that is the junior garden club of Rock Spring Garden Club. Now I'm involved with the Delaware Botanic Gardens at Pepper Creek, and we are bringing a 37-acre botanic garden to southern Delaware. Pretty exciting.
What's your projected opening date?
We are projecting to open in the summer of 2019.
And what kind of help do you need in your community?
Well, we love to have volunteers. So we have volunteers that come in the site and help us dig in the dirt and take out weeds. We also could use help, obviously, with any of these things. We need a lot of fundraising. So we could appreciate support for people becoming members and helping out. We also love for people to talk about this garden and spread the word and let people know that this exciting project is coming to Delaware.
And this is going to be quite different than anything else that's available right now?
Well, the gardens that are famous and fantastic in Delaware, you know, the Mount Cuba, Whittier, upstate, they're all Piedmont region. This is the coastal plain. There is not a coastal garden in the mid-Atlantic that celebrates this kind of land.
And so they're going to get a whole new bump of
So you'll get
landscape.
a whole new change of pace. The nice thing about this site is 12 of the acres are in the woodlands. The director of horticulture from Mount Cuba is our director of horticulture. So he's going to be building the woodland with all those just delicious little native plants that most of us from Virginia are used to seeing in the woodlands. Now the coastal area, that's going to be some big open meadows. The primary meadow being built right now is going to be designed by Pete Aldoff, who did the High Line in New York and the Lurie Gardens in Chicago. And he's doing a 2-acre meadow for us in Delaware. Unbelievable.
That's great. Janet, I want to dial back here because you know I'm fascinated with your Rock Springlet. What age did you join and how many years and share some of the projects you did when you belonged?
I joined when I was in 4th grade, so that was the summer of love, if anybody's doing any carbon dating. One of the first projects we worked on was building Gulf Branch Nature Center into a garden. The junior club took over what was the swimming pool, and we did something that we thought was really cool called a rain garden. And now you hear about rain gardens, but back in those days you didn't. The other thing that I was very famous for in my 15 minutes of fame was I cut the ribbons to open the Christmas Green Show one year.
The Christmas Green Show at the
At
Botanical?
the U.S. Botanic Garden.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And so how many years were you a Springlet?
I was a Springlet for 6 years,
Wow.
and so that was all the way up through high school, and then we aged out with the garden club. And I always maintained an active love of botany and horticulture, and when I moved to the Delaware area and I heard that there was a new botanic garden being built, I said, I want to be part of this project. This is so exciting.
And was your mom ever an officer at Rock Springs?
Oh, you should have mentioned that. My mother was very involved in the Rock Spring Garden Club. She actually helped run the Junior Garden Club program, which was a big deal. We also had flower shows, which was a big deal for a junior club to have flower shows. We had a fall harvest show. She arranged for a lot of the flower arranging. We even had ikebana classes for the juniors. It was just truly terrific. And then some of the people that we met in the club were just lifelong friends, just wonderful people in that club.
Well, thank you for sharing, because I wanted to tell you this is going to be shared with the Rock Spring Garden Club,
great.
because they need to bring back the Springlets, because it seems like you really did some fascinating things at a very young age that seems to still be your passion today.
It was a lot of fun. We learned a lot about natives. We learned about arranging. Even my flowers at my wedding were done by Rock Spring Garden Club members. It was part of the family.
I love it. Thank you, Janet, for
Thank
your
you so
time
much.
today.
Appreciate
We,
it.
by the way, are at the American Horticulture Society, lovely River Farm in Alexandria, Virginia.